Here's another color that's in there. It looks almost like a damn like
I was down, but I'm always gonna get back up. I'm a range, but I know I'm gonna get that truck. Done losing, I'm about to get that win. TJ, time to get my spin. Cornrows and 10, don't break our bin. Took a long, long time just to get this in. Took a long, long time to get this in. Took so long, had to make new friends.
The direction we were moving was clear now. Without wanting it, without even knowing it, we were becoming a gang.
hello. I realized this whole time I was cooking my food, I could have been doing a fit check. Hey YouTube, it's me Christiana. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to When in Doubt Pink. So this is sort of a night in my life after work kind of vlog. It's Monday, it's my first day back at work, and I feel like I hit the ground running today and I feel really good about it. Okay, so I'm treating myself with a little wine night tonight. I went to the liquor store and picked up some drink. Okay, and obviously as you saw, I am making some dinner. I really wanted shrimp scampi real bad, real bad. Yeah, so we're doing that. But while my food is cooking, I wanted to show you how I put together my little fit today. If you watched my other vlog, I did a ton of I did a haul of like my vacation clothes, and this was one of the fits. Let me back this thing up. We're in this hallway because it's getting ready to rain something crazy, and it's getting really dark, and this is the only place in the house that has like real light going on. Okay, there we go. So now you can like see the bottom, but it's really just like this cute little like romper situation, very bright, very colorful. And I added just like this little like undershirt. This is like just kind of my way of making it more modest for work, the office. I work in an office, you know. I didn't have to do this, but it made me more comfortable with wearing it because it is like spaghetti strapped, and introducing this like white, I was able to pair it with my like white sandals, so it was cute. I got a lot of compliments today. So ooh, oh, the rain is here. Oh my god, there's somebody on the roof. Let me stop looking. There's somebody on the roof, on one of my neighbor's roofs, but it's raining hard. What the fuck are they doing up there? Oh. Okay, back to my business. Yeah, I wanted to hang out though, because like I said, after work, I haven't done an after work vlog in a little minute. I need to wash my face, for real. I really want to get into something more comfortable. But I know my food is almost ready, so I don't want to like, forget that I'm cooking. I got my little bathroom light together so we can get unready together. Yeah, so what a day. I've been thinking about something since I got home, or like I was thinking about it on my drive home, and I think I want to talk about it here, right? And that is really like the importance of recognizing when you are dead wrong and being able to put your ego aside to be able to apologize when you have hurt somebody or have wronged someone else. And I'm talking about this because I just did that today. Ended up saying something to a coworker that was really hurtful, without even thinking about it. You know, it's the Capricorn curse a little bit of like, you know, being a straight shooter and being able to say what's on my mind when asked and when not asked, and not always having the best delivery, right? There are many ways you can say the same thing, and some of those ways are not hurtful, right? And I didn't even think about it. Like, I said this thing, someone had produced some materials, right? And I saw them at one point and I didn't like them. And without even knowing who did it or where it came from or whatever, I just like flippantly said today that I didn't like them. And then someone in the room was like, oh, I made those. And I was like, oh, I didn't like them. And girl, why did I say that? Why did I, like, you know? And it's like, I know why I said it, because and maybe even YouTube, you know, my time on YouTube, right? I've learned that when you say a thing, right, especially on this platform, you have to kind of stand 10 toes down in whatever it is that you're saying or whatever it is that you mean, or at least there's a lot of pressure to do that, right? And I think some of that like transfers into my real life. And I'm not just like blaming, you know, YouTube. It is a thing that like I messed up, it was me or whatever, but I was just thinking about like where does that behavior come from and why did I think that was okay? To double down instead of retracting or trying to like, I don't know, say the same thing in a kinder way or like just make that okay. But instead I was like, oh, well, I didn't like it. Like, and I just moved on, you know? And at the time I didn't even think of, like, I said the thing, I moved on from it and didn't think about it again, right? And that coworker who like produced this thing, and I should be really getting unready because I'm so hungry, oh my god. But like my coworker, you know, caught me on my way out today and was just like, hey, you know, I didn't feel really good earlier when you like kind of said that you didn't like this thing. And it's not that you didn't like it, it was kind of the way that you said it that I found hurtful. And I thought about it for a second, you know what I mean? Mostly because this person doesn't, we've never had this kind of interaction before, right? Like where they're coming to me and saying like, you did this thing, it hurt me, blah, 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 you know? And I think that's what really made me hear them out like immediately. And I was like, you know, hearing it back from you like this, that was really messed up that I said that, you know, I'm sorry. It's really weird because like, you know, I joke around a lot about like, oh, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. We try really hard not to do anything, okay? Anything that we will have to apologize for. It's really, it is true. And so when those moments come that you're in the wrong, because they do come, and I try to pretend like that's not a thing, I think it was really important for even just like my relationship with this particular person to be able to check myself, acknowledge the hurt that I caused, and immediately apologize and admit that that was fucked up, you know, the way that I came off to them. And also, you know, there was a part of me, like, cause like I said, I had a good while to sit in my car and think about this, you know, this interaction that I had. Honestly, like, I feel like I respect that person even more for coming directly to me with this thing they wanted to get off their chest, rather than to go to my lead about it or to talk shit with someone about it. Not saying that they would, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, in life, right? Like, we don't always get people just addressing us straight on when we're not doing what we're supposed to do, or if we've hurt someone or disrespected someone, because that was disrespectful, right? Like, I did a thing today that was very disrespectful, and I would have been salty as shit if it happened to me. Like, like it would have eaten my brain. And honestly, I wouldn't have had the guts that it took to approach the person who said the thing to me if it happened to me, right? And so, like, I just had to think about all this stuff, and I really respect this person for coming directly to me with the issue and not going through a third party, or like never addressing me in life and deciding that we got beef and I don't know why. You know what I mean? All these things are like possibilities in the workplace. But I do think like I can feel myself in these moments growing up, like becoming a real adult grown-up lady, because apologizing when you're wrong is something that grown-up ladies do, period. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna change my clothes and I'll be back.
tin nhắn không ai biết được. Em cũng chỉ cần một chút hơi ấm của anh.
You can't even see me, it done got dark so fast. I'm happy to report my dinner was very delicious, okay, period. And I'm also really excited that I have a lot of leftovers here, so I think I'm gonna pack some of this up for lunch tomorrow. Ain't nothing like actually having good leftovers that you can have for lunch. I have like a lot of like little like noodles and things that I usually put in my lunchbox or whatever, but actually having something like homemade definitely tops the Easy Mac. Oh, also look what I have, my July Ipsy. So I'm gonna open this up in a little bit too, and we can see what the heck they sent me, because I can't tell you. Now I feel like some of you might be Reddit girlies. I am on Reddit. I don't like check Reddit like religiously, but I do be on there mostly so I can like see what people are saying about The Sims. I'm a nerd. I'm a secret nerd. Okay, I love The Sims. I love playing The Sims. I play it a couple times a week. You know, it's relaxing and requires nothing but my imagination. That is not why I even started talking about Reddit. The wine is whining. But I was gonna say, in terms of Ipsy, that I also follow people who have like Ipsy subscriptions, and they like kind of give their 2 cents and stuff about like whatever new products are coming in that month, etc. You know, and somebody had raised kind of like a good point that I have been thinking about for a minute. So you get these Ipsy subscriptions and they're good, like the products are good. I usually end up using the things that they send me. Sometimes like if they send me too many like facial washes and stuff like that, I might not use them, just because I kind of have a skin routine that works for me. And I always see when people do too much with their skin routines, then their skin starts freaking out. And I would say that I kind of naturally have good skin. I'm also on birth control, so I think that probably helps too. But anywho, someone had raised, like, you know, it kind of sucks that with the Ipsy subscription you can't opt out of the bag. So like if you know, you know, Ipsy every month, on top of sending you new products, they also send you the products inside of a cute little bag. And I totally agree that like if they created an option to be able to opt out of the bag that the subscription comes in, I would totally do that, and I would still pay the same amount. Like I don't mind paying the same amount and y'all just keep the bag, because if anything is wasteful, because I was gonna say too, like a lot of people feel like, oh, like a monthly subscription like this is wasteful or whatever. It's not. I actually find it very valuable. I wish that I had time to actually be able to pick extra products. I usually don't, and I usually end up getting surprised on what they end up sending me because I'm always so busy. And I don't get to usually pick my extra product, or like they let you pick one thing a month, you know what I mean? But I always find it really valuable, but I don't actually love always getting that bag, because now like I have a closet full of bags that I have no purpose for. Or like some of the girlies on Reddit were saying, like, you know, you can go into the thrift store and see tons and tons of Ipsy bags. Did I say Etsy or Ipsy this whole time? Ipsy. You can go to the thrift store and see tons of Ipsy bags because they like kind of force them on you every month. I wish things were different. I really do, because I really love this subscription service, but I don't always love getting a new bag all the time when I'm not using them. Like, they're cute bags. They're very adorable. Really cute, sometimes with the theme of the month or like, you know, holiday time or whatever it is. But I'm just literally not using them. But I use the products they come in. I don't know, that's something I've been thinking about. And just wondering, is there a reason why they don't have that as an offering? If it's that they think like, oh, then we'll have to charge less. I mean, I would pay the same amount, just you can keep the bag. Oh snap, I'm glad I just looked in here. Okay, one last thing before we move on to my Ipsy. Okay, so my good girlfriend went to Italy. She's also my coworker. She went to Italy for a couple weeks, and then she brought me back this chocolate because she knows I be eating pistachios like all the time at work. That's kind of like our thing together. We just be eating pistachios. And then I started buying like the shellless kind, and then she started eating the shellless kind too, because I just find it easier. Just go ahead and get the kind with no shell. Anyway, she got me this chocolate and I didn't get to taste it yet. So I think I want to do that now since it's after dinner time. I was gonna taste it with her at work, but I forgot. What is it even called? Pistachio Rapino. Yeah. Anyway, it's Italian, from Italy. Italian chocolate. Oh, it does really smell like the heavy pistachio smell. It's like a milk chocolate on the outside. Oh, it's gritty too. If you look here, it's like got like pieces of the pistachio in here too. And that's definitely like prominent as I'm like chewing it. The chocolate part is very, very, it feels like it has an extra, like an extra essence or something like that. I don't know what that is. It's delicious though. This is delicious. Milk chocolate with pistachio filling and pistachio grains. Maybe it's just the taste of the pistachio, but it smells good. It tastes good. It looks almost like a damn like Kit Kat bar, the way that it's extra gritty in the middle. Girl, I got wine, I got chocolate. She's fancy. I'm about to text my friend and tell her this chocolate is good as heck though. Oh, I'm really drunk. Am I drunk? I can't be drunk. I just tasted the chocolate, it's so good. It smells good too. Get you a friend that be thinking about you when she on vacation. She went to this museum about astrology and sent me pictures of the Capricorn. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up because it's hot and I want to turn my AC on. Okay, let's open my July Ipsy. That, and I want to get into this book. I told you I've been reading the Court of Thorn and Roses series or whatever. I don't know what she's calling the whole thing because it's like 5 books. I guess that makes it a saga. I'm not sure. But I'm on A Court of Mist and Fury and it's so good. I'm really enjoying myself. I like that sometimes I be trying to predict things and I'm not right. We love like unpredictability in like media, you know, no matter if it's like a book or a movie or a TV show. Whenever you think you know what's gonna happen and something else happens, that to me is like the best, because I feel like there are just so many tropes that happen over and over and over that make things just feel highly predictable. And I thought something was going to happen here, and maybe it still will, but we'll see. It doesn't seem like that. I think I had the wrong impression, in a good way. Anyway, also let me know if you have already read this series or if you like had any interest in hearing more about this. Not that I'm trying to like become a booktuber. I didn't read one book, but you know what I mean. I used to do book reviews all the time. Okay, anywho, okay, so I was just talking all this trash about these monthly bags, but this one is very beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Very interesting. I actually really like this, and I feel like it's actually a lot more practical than some of the bags that they send, because they're usually in that normal like makeup bag style. Okay, so we got some goodies. And they send you like the little card with everything in it, and the preview for August, which I wish I didn't see that, because now I know some of the stuff that's coming in August. Okay, so we got an eye highlighter from Tarte. We have a Real Chemistry foaming cleanser. They love sending a damn cleanser. But I think I've actually heard of Real Chemistry, so we'll see. Maybe it goes in my travel bag. A dual eyeshadow brush, a daily moisturizer with SPF, which I really need that because I've been trying to get into wearing sunscreen and the alike. This is very timely. I'm going to use this because the one I have for my face right now has a lot of gold specks in it, which I don't always want to be glowing. So I've been meaning to think about getting another like face sunscreen situation, so this is actually very right on time for me. And then there's a eyeshadow palette in here from, I don't know if you pronounce it, Leith Beauty. The full size version of this is $32. When did they start telling us how much this shit costs? This is interesting. And maybe I didn't notice before, but actually the price of the full size versions of these minis are on this card. Interesting. Okay, so the first is this like eye highlighter, which as a mini is very cute. Look at that. I feel like this is very aesthetically pleasing. Ooh. And they still made it a twist up even though it's mini. Ooh, and it's creamy. This is nice. I'm gonna use this. This is gonna get used, and then I'm probably gonna end up finding the real one. But something like this you would use like in your kind of like your waterline to try to open up your eyes a little bit. I have white liner that I've done that with, but you know, tight line your eyes with it, and it just kind of makes your eyes look a little bit bigger, like expands the white space, if that makes sense. Some people like it, some people don't. I think I do it more for fashion than for a need of bigger eyes. Let's see, the foaming cleanser is, where's that? Oh, and sorry, the full-size version of this is $24. Okay, so then I have the foaming cleanser. We'll see what that's giving. The full size is also $24, but I wonder if it like smells like anything. It's interesting that the packaging itself is brown, because you don't really see that too often. I feel like we're in this era right now of like a lot of packaging being really bright, being really 70s, really 80s looking, and super simplified. And so seeing something like this is actually a little bit different, a little bit like unique. Smells good too. Okay, what's next? Got an eyeshadow brush, which is really nice. I love a double-sided brush, especially to put in my travel kit. I always wish though that these came with tops or caps, you know what I mean? Just because it's like, whether you're traveling with it or you're like just using it at home, when you go to put it in your brush cup or whatever, it's like one of these sides is getting the short end of the stick. You know what I mean? But if they had caps, you could just close it up and it would be fine. I don't know why they never do that. Why do I have glue on my nail? Where did this glue come from? Is this glue or plastic? Okay, anyway. Okay, we have the moisturizer from Keys Soul Care. I'm gonna open this up. You protect your inner light. That's nice, it says on here. Okay, the full size bottle is $32. Again, this is interesting packaging too, just being very dark and against the grain of some of the packaging that is really popular right now. This girl on TikTok had did like a whole thing about this too. It's like there's a certain kind of packaging that's been kind of just running amok in the last like year or so, and these aren't it. You can definitely smell the sunscreen in there, but it blends in very nice. It does do like a subtle kind of like sheen about it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see, but it's doing like a very light sheen kind of thing. So I like that, because sometimes you don't need every product to be visible on your face, and you know, sometimes you do, but sometimes you really don't. Okay, and then the last product, which I wonder if I chose this or if it chose me, because usually when they let you pick a product, I will typically go for an eyeshadow palette, just because that's the most I really love eyeshadow palettes, and thinking about the color stories, thinking about the formulas, thinking about maybe being able to take them with me when I travel, stuff like that. But yeah, so this one is, how do you say this? How would you say this? Leaf? I don't know. But there's 6 colors, 6 shades in this palette. Let's open that up. It's white. And it's a neutral eye palette. I tell you, the girlies love neutral eye palettes. It is really like, it's not that it's not my thing, it's that I am more inclined to reach for color unless I'm like going somewhere that I don't need unless I'm going somewhere that I don't need a ton of attention. But girl, look how pigmented. Like, this is super pigmented. I went to rub my finger across. Let me hide my face. I went to rub my finger like across, and the way that the color picked up on my finger was shocking just now. This is very nice. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Here's another color that's in there. This is nice. Ooh, the color payoff of this whole palette. I'm gonna wear this to work tomorrow. Cute. Anywho, I really just want to get to my book. It is 8:30 and I need to go to bed at a decent hour, so that I can go to work like a grown-up lady and be successful in life. So I'm gonna let you go. I hope that you had a good time with me in this vlog after work, you know, a night in my life. I feel like I asked you like a kabillion questions during this vlog. So I would imagine we have a lot to chat about. So let's do that down in the comments, okay? Hit me up, good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.